as they replace a bunch of folks that moved on. And Dusty Dvorak joins me now. And Dusty, we just talked to Haynes. I don't know if you're able to hear any or much of it. They started off and they turned it over once, turned it over twice, turned it over 3 times. But their defense was able to limit the damage and keep them in a game that ultimately King is able to win with his toughness and his ability to run the rock. What's your takeaway from the end where Tech wins a game by 7 on the road in a hostile environment?
It's a tough football team. You know, you don't typically lose the turnover battle 3-0 and then find a way to come back and win those games. And to your point, the fact that it was only 7-0 after those 3 turnovers, you just got to weather the storm. I said that on the broadcast. You heard Haynes King say that. This team has belief. Brent Key makes this team believe in who they are. And there's a toughness about them. It's not fake.
So much credit, Dusty, because we know this sport. And, man, you're in a state with the dogs, and they're cooking, and you got an O-lineman who's an interim. And is it the sexy, splashy hire? No. And I can imagine you think, well, who can we go out and get? But sometimes the best thing you got is what you've already got. And they figured that out. And now they're building a program, I think, fundamentally the right way, brick by brick. And here we are. I mean, you're nodding your head. I mean, that's not always the way it goes in this sport. But looking back, man, they made the absolute right move by not making a move outside of what they already had, didn't they?
They did, and he earned it. Look, remember,
Agreed.
Go back to that year as an interim. First game was against a Pitt team that was ranked. He beat them. They wound up beating 2 ranked teams that year. When that team, I'm sure you remember, it wasn't very good. I called 2 of those games. And it was about the work that they put in and the belief that he instilled. And then he gets that job. They've had back-to-back winning seasons. He's got 27 seniors. This is his best team. He's got a great quarterback. And, you know, he says this all the time, but they can run the ball. And they're going to run the ball in a lot of teams this year. We saw it tonight.
But he ain't really looking for you.
Yeah. Something ain't right. Something ain't right.
Okay, Ocho, college football is officially back. We had some games last week, but now the real games start to come. And tonight's game, Georgia Tech go on the road and in Folsom Field at CU. They win 27-20. Haynes King, 13 of 20, 143. He threw an interception, but it was his legs that was the difference. 19 rushes, $156, 3 rushing touchdowns. The last one, 45 yards to put them ahead with 1 minute and 7 seconds left in the ball game. And they go on the road and they defeat the Buffaloes 27-20. The first game without Shedeur Sanders and the receiver, Travis Hunter. So Colorado is under a new era now. Hey, Kalen Salt, I think that's his name. 17 of 28, 159, 1 touchdown. They ran the ball really well, 31 for $146, but it was Georgia Tech, 47 rushes, 327 yards. Ocho, I was disgusted watching this game. I say, what about gap integrity? What about contain? Georgia Tech has run the football since I was a kid. Even when they had Megatron, they ran the damn football. When they had Demarius Thomas, they ran the football. Georgia Tech runs the football. It's like if you play the Naval Academy or Army. You know they're going to run the football, Ocho. I'm like, Livingston, are you going to make any adjustment? Guys, what is your responsibility? What about your gap integrity? What about your contained responsibility? I'm like, this is utterly ridiculous. And quarterback, Salter. Bro, you missed entirely too many throws. He missed entirely too many throws, Ocho. And number 20 got a nice set of hands on him, the running back. Bro, he wide open, and I hate when quarterbacks do this, Ocho. When you miss a throw, you go to the running back or you go to the wide receiver. I want you. No, bro, I was right there. Put it on me. All you had to do is hit me right here. Don't talk about
That's it.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You effed it up. And he had the guy on 3rd and 10. He missed entirely too many throws. But their defense let them down tonight. You can't let somebody come into your building and run the ball 47 times for 320 yards. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, before you go, Ocho, let me see what.
Yes, sir.
See if I want to see. No, go back. Box score. Man, Ocho, I'm like. But I knew I was on the phone with my brother early in the game. I say, Spank, a team give you 3 turnovers at home in the first quarter, and you only score 7 points, you telling that team, beat me, kick our ass. You're supposed to have a fair. They didn't, and they got what they deserved. Go ahead, Ocho. I'll find it in a second. Go ahead.
I say, listen, what I was going to say is, obviously, we all want to see what Colorado would look like without Shedeur Sanders, without Travis Hunter, and they didn't look that bad. First game of the season, you want to get the kinks out. You want to see what areas you need to improve in. Obviously, we see defensively, Colorado has to be able to stop the run because now it's out there on tape. What do we do when we play against the Colorado Buffaloes to have success? We run the ball.
That was the issue last year, though, Ocho. Damn.
That was the issue last year. Obviously, Georgia Tech showed that. That's an area that hasn't been filled, so that needs to be addressed. Boom. For me, beginning of the game, Georgia Tech tried to hand the game to Colorado. They tried to hand the game to. I'm saying, well, goddamn. In my mind, I'm looking. Boom. After the first turnover, them boys went down and scored, and then it was 2 more turnovers after that. I'm like, well, all right. I don't like the way this is looking because if you got the ball back 2 more times.
3 turnovers in the first quarter from Georgia Tech.
In the first quarter, and you only do something with it 1 time. I say, you know what? It's gonna come down to the end. It's gonna come down to the end because offensively, they're not doing enough.
Nope.
They're not doing enough offensively to put me at ease and to put me at, to make me calm. Because for one, the first turnover, it was all the way in your territory, so of course it was easy to go down and score. But the other 2, it seemed like you really couldn't move the ball.
They didn't.
You really couldn't move the ball. You tried everything you could to establish the run. The run was.
They ran for 100. Ocho, they ran. I mean, they ran for 146 yards.
Yeah, but obviously, Unc, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. You want a happy balance of both. To kind of keep the defense, on their heels, on not knowing what's going to come. Are they going to run it? Are they going to throw it? But they weren't good enough in the air either, huh?
Well, that's the quarterback, Ocho. Hey, look, I think he has tremendous arm talent. But, bro, you don't have to impress us with every throw of your arm. You're missing routine throws. He's going to have to learn how to throw better on the move. Because on the move, he's not very good. And, we're gonna be nice, Ocho, because these are college kids. These aren't professionals, although some are making...
It's week 1. It's week 1, too. It's week 1.
Ocho, throw it on the move. That should be able to week 1, week no 1, week anything. You should be able to throw. Ocho, the throws that he's missing, because that's 3rd down. You're off the field.
Right.
You want to stay on the field. I want another crack. Give me 4 more cracks at you. Right. And we saw him miss numerous throws. The second time he had an opportunity, Ocho, he could have ran the ball to the end zone instead of throwing it.
Yeah.
Bro, we understand that you have a nice arm. I mean, we saw him launch at 60, 65 yards. But, bro, sometimes you got to understand, okay, this is an opportunity for me to... That was not the time for you to try to impress us with your arm.